Hey, good Friday afternoon, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here. We are joining you live here with our live weather impact here on a Friday evening. And it's been a long, cloudy 7 days. And I want to start with some good news because we finally are starting to see. I was going to show you. I just got logged out of my computer, but it probably didn't want to show you what's actually happening in parts of our area. We're actually seeing the sunshine in parts of the area. So let me go up and bring up our cameras for Jeb here so he doesn't freak out. I have the 7 day showing right now. But I want to show you our Monroe camera, our Mr. Sparky camera network down in Monroe. And you may have seen it in other parts of the area, but we actually have some sunshine. Now, it's not full sunshine. This is about as good as it gets here in the last 7 days. But we have seen breaks in the clouds, and at times, full sunshine has broken through some breaks in the clouds, and we've actually seen some pretty good looking conditions, especially north and east. And Tim's going to join us here momentarily. And Tim has seen a whole lot more sun than we have, so I'm kind of jealous. He's been mostly dry. I'm going to zoom in and show our camera because this is Bank of America Stadium. Looks a little hazy too, which we're going to talk about that as well. We might have a little bit of wildfire smoke from Canada. But you see the lights on there? Coming up here in 29 minutes, the Panthers are taking on the Cleveland Browns in what is a unusually hyped preseason game. I think Panthers, here's a weird thing, just full disclosure, I am both a Browns and Panthers fan. So I have a unique perspective on this because I listen to sports radio in both markets. And kind of a cool thing, last night I was coming back after my dinner break and I'm listening to The Fan 92.3 in Cleveland. And who comes on the air but Nick Carboni from WCNC. They are interviewing him to talk about the Panthers-Browns game. And Nick gave some great insight. But the Panthers fans are really excited for this game because not last season was great, but the end of the year, Bryce Young played incredible. Last 3 or 4 games, he looked amazing. They've got new talent. Everybody's healthy. Derek Brown's back. And so there's Panther fans that are excited. On the other side, you have Browns fans who have 6 quarterbacks, but because of injuries, Shadur Sanders is going to start against the Panthers. He's probably going to play 3 quarters. So just the hubbub of him playing, though he's probably not going to start the season. He's probably 3rd or 4th on their depth chart. He's just going to play. But it's a big game tonight, and it's got a lot of fans. I think the secondary market for tickets for a preseason game, $50 for the worst ticket in the house, which is crazy for preseason. But the weather's great as well. That's the other part of this. I mean, the Browns are taking on the Panthers in August in Charlotte, and it's not hot and humid, and we're not dealing with thunderstorms. So just a really great atmosphere in Uptown. So we'll be talking a little bit about that this evening as well. Temperatures across the rest of the area, it's beautiful out there. I mean, upper 70s. We showed you the breaks in the clouds. There was some rain earlier today, and actually some legit light rain. It wasn't just drizzle, but that little band of showers has actually broken up, and things are drying out. We do have one lone shower, it looks like, right there near Gastonia, so we'll kind of pinpoint. And that's what we've seen today, these little showers. This is on the southeast side of Gastonia. You can see it moving pretty quickly. That's the radar beam, by the way, sweeping by and showing it moving through the southern part of Gaston County. So they're moving out fairly quickly, and they won't last long. You might need a light jacket tonight just because it is a little coolish for August, and if we get a light shower, it's going to make it even cooler. 60s overnight. Tomorrow, those temperatures, again, for the first time since the first. I mean, we were 81 one point during this cool snap, but 84, 85 would be the warmest since the first when it was 93 degrees. And we can look back. Here's a look at the past 7 days, and this is going to be an all-timer for early August. People will tell their kids about this first week of August. You remember back in 2025 when it was cold? Yeah, this is going to be one of those kind of weeks because it was a 77 today, 75 yesterday, 74 Wednesday, 69 on Tuesday, 81 there on Monday. That's the last time we were in the 80s. 76 on Sunday and 74 on Saturday. You got to go back to last Friday, which was a whole week ago when it was actually hot, 93 with some sunshine. That is the second coolest first week of August in our city's history. We've also had the 4th wettest first week. So it's been wet and cold for the first week. So big changes on the way coming into the weekend because things are going to dry out a little bit, and we're actually going to see the sunshine make a little bit of a return. Now, the interesting thing about the weekend is I don't think it'll be 100% dry because Saturday looks really good right now. We're looking at some sunshine east-northeast winds, maybe a little bit of haze, which we'll talk with Tim about. We've got some wildfire smoke coming in from Canada. But late Sunday, this southerly flow starts to usher in some scattered showers and storms by evening. It won't wash out your Sunday, so don't worry about, all your outdoor plans. Just think if you have dinner plans outside Sunday, you're probably going to have a few showers. And then Monday, Tuesday, we get into a soupier pattern. This will be a big topic with Tim and I coming up here shortly. Wildfire smoke. We've got a little bit out there, some haze. Even the airport at one point today reported hazy skies. And this is all from the Canadian wildfires, which will show you how many are going up there coming up here in about 5 minutes. But look at the rain chances this weekend. 20% Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, some elevated rain chances, and that's because of some southerly flow. The 5-day rainfall forecast, right now you see this big bullseye over South Carolina and the low country of South Carolina up into the eastern part of North Carolina. That's a lot of rain. That's up to 5 inches of rain possible. And for us, you'll see that kind of depicted in our forecast, because we're actually going to have quite a bit of rain to our south on Sunday. Then Monday, Tuesday, you start to see the rain creeping closer to us. So we're likely going to have some pretty good downpours Monday into Tuesday for areas south and east of Charlotte. And you see why. The southerly flow, this is kind of a typical summer pattern where we start to see southerly winds develop and push in moisture from the Atlantic. So this is what you would normally see in August. Bermuda high, kind of centered over Bermuda off the east coast, starts pushing in moisture, and then that starts to set the stage for afternoon, evening storms. Now, if we had tropical systems out there to worry about, this is the kind of steering flow you don't want to see, because this is exactly the type that brings systems into our area. But right now, all the tropical entities out there, and I'll quickly show you, they are actually lower chances of development today than they were yesterday. We're down to 40% and 10%, and both of them are moving away. So the chances are going down, and the movement is going away from the United States and really the Carolinas. So really no threats for us to see anything. Quick look at the long range. We are going to see above average temperatures as we go into next week, so back near 90. Your weekend forecast, hey, for once it's not cloudy the entire weekend and raining. The last 3 weekends are about as weird as 3 weekends you're going to have. 2 weekends ago, 100 degrees both days. Last weekend, 70s and rain. This weekend, 80s and maybe some clouds. I think Saturday, the better of the 2 days. Notice on Sunday night, 5, 7 o'clock, we start to see rain chances ramping back up around 40%. So if you want to get something done this weekend, do it Saturday and do it early Sunday before the rain moves in. Here's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures return to reality. We're right back into the low and mid 80s this weekend. Next week, we're back near 90 degrees. We are going to see those temperatures stay pretty close to where they should be. The one thing about 90 now, that's our normal high, but by next week, the normal high is down to 89, and in 10 days, the normal high is down to 88. So we're starting to trend down, and by the end of the month, the normal high is 87. So if you have questions about the forecast or any weather-related, science-related questions, remember, you can always text us those questions, 704-329-3600. We would love to answer your questions live here on Weather Impact. We get some great questions, and we'd love to answer them. But Tim Buckley from WFMY, our sister station up in Greensboro,